flow, amazing friends. Are you ready for an exciting story from long, long ago? Great, let's dive into a tale about a very special baby. Many, many years ago, the family of Israel, who were God's people, lived in a sunny land called Egypt. There were so many of them, like stars in the sky. They were happy, strong, and their families grew bigger and bigger until the whole land was filled with them. One day, a new king, called a Pharaoh, came to rule Egypt. This Pharaoh wasn't very friendly. He didn't remember the good things God's people had done for Egypt. He looked at all the Israelites and got scared. He told his people, "Look, there are too many of them. They are stronger than us. We have to do something." So, the mean Pharaoh made the Israelites work very, very hard. He made them build huge cities with heavy bricks and sticky mortars. Imagine building giant sandcastles all day, every day. But it wasn't fun at all. It was hard, tiring work. The Pharaoh thought this would make them weaker, but something amazing happened. The more he made them work, the stronger and more numerous God's people became. This made the Pharaoh even angrier. He came up with a terrible, wicked plan. He told the special nurses, who helped mummies when they had babies, to do something awful. He said, if a Hebrew baby is a boy, you must get rid of him. But if it's a girl, you can let her live. How sad is that? But these nurses, named Shiphrah and Puah, loved God. They knew the Pharaoh's plan was wrong. So, they secretly and bravely saved all the baby boys. When the Pharaoh asked them why, they cleverly said, "The Hebrew mummies are so strong, they have their babies before we can even get there." God was so happy with the brave nurses that he blessed their families. The Pharaoh was furious. His sneaky plan didn't work. So he made an even scarier rule for everyone in Egypt. He commanded, every baby boy born to the Israelites must be thrown into the big Nile River. This was a very dark and scary time for God's people. Now, in the middle of all this sadness, a brave Israelite mummy from the family of Levi had a beautiful baby boy. She looked at her son and saw he was perfect and healthy. She loved him so much and knew she had to protect him. So, she hid him in their house. For 1 month, 2 months, 3 whole months, she kept her baby a secret, safe from the Pharaoh's guards. But babies grow, and they get louder. Soon, he was too big to hide. His mummy had a clever and brave idea. She took a basket made of reeds, like a little boat. She carefully coated it with tar and pitch to make it waterproof so no water could get in. Then, with a heavy heart, she gently placed her precious baby inside. She carried the basket to the big Nile River and set it afloat among the tall reeds near the riverbank, praying that he would be safe. The baby's big sister, a very brave girl named Miriam, didn't leave. She stood far away, hiding and watching to see what would happen to her little brother. Just then, who do you think came down to the river? It was the Pharaoh's own daughter, the princess. She came with her maids to bathe in the cool water. As she walked along the river, she spotted the little basket hiding in the reeds. "What's that?" she wondered. She sent one of her maids to go get it. The maid brought the basket to the princess. When she opened it, she saw the baby boy. He was crying, and her heart filled with love and kindness. She knew right away, this must be one of the Hebrew babies. Suddenly, Miriam bravely stepped out from her hiding spot. She walked up to the princess and asked, "Would you like me to find a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby for you?" The princess thought this was a wonderful idea and said, "Yes, please do." So, Miriam ran as fast as she could, and guess who she brought back? Her own mummy. The princess told the baby's mother, "Take this child and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." Can you believe it? The baby's own mummy got to take care of him. and she even got paid to do it. God had made a way. She took her baby home and cared for him with all her love. When he grew older, she brought him back to the princess, just as she had promised. The princess adopted him as her very own son. She gave him a special name. She called him Moses, which means to be drawn out, because, as she said, I drew him out of the water. And that's the story of how God protected a special baby named Moses, who would one day grow up to be a great leader for his people. The moral of this story is that even when things seem scary and impossible, God has a plan. He can use brave people like the nurses, a loving mum, a courageous sister, and even a kind princess to do amazing things. So always trust that God is watching over you and can turn any situation into something good. Thanks for listening, friends. 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories. See you next time.